guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to talk about Moriba's move to RB Leipzig, how it could be possible this summer. Jordi Alba has now officially agreed a wage reduction at the club following Gerard Pique. Jordi Alba is next, and after that, Busquets and Roberto are very close as well. Neto has told the club that he still wants to leave the club this summer. Collado is looking for a loan move, as Collado is looking for a loan move out before the window closes. Umtiti announced at the club that he wants to stay at the club this summer. And lastly, Miralem Pjanic is still looking for a way out this summer. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. It's an absolutely brilliant football app that I've been using now for the past few years. It's the best in my opinion. It has everything you need. Breaking news, transfer news, videos. You have all the matches in the top 5 leagues in one spot, or you can even add more leagues. I believe it has 160 different leagues. And also you can follow your favorite football team. Of course, for me, it's going to be Barcelona. You can have, predictions. It tells you the next games. You have news about it as well. You have a nice little place where you can see all the tables for Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga. You can have the squad list as well. You can see all the first team players of Barcelona and some of the Barcelona B players as well. Nice little spot for transfers as well for everything that's linked to just Barcelona. And during the match, there is live voting of the man of the match. But what I love about this app the most is when we score, it tells you who assists, it tells you if it's a penalty or an own goal. Some apps don't do that. It's absolutely brilliant. Of course, it has full-time stats as well, offside, possession. It also has news on La Liga, transfers on La Liga, and stats as well. Top scorer, assists, red cards, yellow cards. This is by far the best football app out there, and the best part is it's free. So top link in the description down below. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Let's start off with the news in regards to the wage reduction at Barcelona. Now, right now, the priority of the club is to reduce the captain, Sergio Busquets, Gerard Pique, Jordi Alba, and Sergi Roberto. Right now, only Pique's has been announced and finalized, and Sport have come out saying that the Barcelona captains finalized their salary negotiations. Jordi Alba's case is the most advanced, and the official announcement could arrive at the beginning of this week. Sergi Roberto and Sergio Busquets are polishing the details for their agreement. Barcelona and Roberto have set the guidelines for him to extend his contract until June 2024, while the club and Busquets are agreeing to change the nature of some clauses and fix some conditions. And the big news at the moment is that Jordi Alba is the second captain and the second player in the squad to agree to a wage reduction, firstly coming in from Candacer, and they've come out saying that Jordi Alba has reached an agreement with Barcelona for a salary reduction. According to the sources close to the negotiations, his salary will be lowered as well as deferred. The agreement is not signed, but it's already closed. And Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out back in that statement saying that Jordi Alba has reached a total agreement with Barcelona to lower his salary by 25% and also defer part of his wages until June 2024. And Cope have come out saying that later on today there will be the final meeting at the Ciutat Esportiva between Mateo Alemany and the representatives of Sergio Busquets and Sergi Roberto. Now, of course, Roberto and Busquets do have the same agent, and today will be the final meeting, and their agreements will be very close. So Piqué is done 100%. Jordi Alba is officially done and should be announced within the next few days. Roberto and Busquets as well are very close. So Barcelona, hopefully in this next week or so, will complete all the agreements for all the captains to reduce their wages. So with the captains agreeing to a wage reduction, the club will now focus on the big earners at the club, which is Philippe Coutinho and Antoine Griezmann. Philippe Coutinho coming in from Sport, and they've come out saying that Philippe Coutinho could negotiate a salary cut. Barcelona consider it key to negotiate his salary to significantly reduce the wage bill. The player is open to it, and right now Coutinho is the second highest earner at the club behind Antoine Griezmann. So again, after they finalize the captains this week, they will focus on Philippe Coutinho and Antoine Griezmann. That's going to be very key. Right now we're hearing that both players are open to it, but they have not opened up talks so far, the club, with these two players. Again, this week they'll finalize the captains. After that, they'll go on to Coutinho and Griezmann. Let's now discuss the players who are rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours, and boy oh boy do we have a lot to discuss. Firstly, on Ilaix Moriba coming in from Sport 1, they've come out saying that RB Leipzig are indeed interested in Ilaix Moriba. He could move to the German club if Marcel Sabitzer leaves this summer. There have been contacts with the player's representative, and Moriba and Sabitzer have the same agent. So right now the situation is as follows. Sabitzer wants to go to Bayern Munich for a fee of around 10 million euros. Once that's finalized, RB Leipzig will use that money on Ilaix Moriba. I've been seeing some Barcelona fans, offer up a swap deal, but again, that won't happen. I would definitely do that 100%. I think Sabitzer is a very good player, but again, that won't happen. He has his eyes set on Bayern Munich, so wait and see what happens with that. Again, Moriba will not be signing a contract renewal. Either he leaves the club this summer or he'll be frozen out for the duration of the season. But a player that wants to leave the club this summer is current Barcelona starting goalkeeper Neto, coming in from Gerard Romero from Rack 1, and he's come out saying that that Neto wants to leave Barcelona. Barcelona look for a good proposal for around 15 million euros to approve his exit. If Neto does leave, Barcelona will look for an experienced keeper to compete the roster of 3 goalkeepers, which Ronald Koeman wants. So like Ronald Koeman said in the press conference the other day, he wants to have 3 good goalkeepers. If Neto leaves, according to Rack 1, they will look to bring in an experienced goalkeeper. But right now, we're hearing reports coming in from other sources like Goal saying that if Neto does leave, they'll just promote Inaki Peña and Arnaud Uteyes. They will not sign a new keeper. But again, we will have the money to do so. But again, we are broke, so we'll just wait and see. Again, Barcelona want 15 million euros for Neto. If they get that money, they will sell him. If not, they will keep him. But a player that wants to leave the club this summer, but not on a permanent move, on a loan move to gain experience, is Ilaix Collado, coming in from Sport. They've come out saying that Ilaix Collado's future is still up in the air. As of right now, the player and his environment have decided to stay at Barcelona, but it is clear that he will not get that many minutes. Several teams are interested in a loan move, and anything can happen from now until the end of the window. Now, Javi Miguel from AS has come out saying that Barcelona have received an interesting offer through the agent of Jorge Mendes for the loan of Ilaix Collado to Braga. Everything indicates that the possibility of reopening the option to leave the club in the form of a loan is closer than ever. So Collado wants to leave the club this summer on a loan move, no doubt about that. Remember, in the Germany camp, he left early to go, facilitate a loan move, but then Leo Messi left the club, and there was, a little bit of opening for him in the first team. But again, Koeman, very, very stubborn. He has an agenda against him and Ricky Puig as well. He does not want to play him, and he, of course, prefers Yusuf Demir. So Collado now is not thinking about going on loan right now, but of course, he knows right now he's like 1 injury away from being from the bench because, of course, Ansu's out, Dembus is out, Aguero is out. So wait and see what happens. To be honest, if it was up to me, I would say to him, you know what, just go out on loan. You're not going to play any single minutes from now until January. Then in January, you're going to go out on loan, so you're going to waste that, 3 or 4 months of your career. Just go now and enjoy your football. Again, Koeman prefers Yusuf Demir. That's coming in from Sport. They've come out saying that Yusuf Demir will continue in the first team at least until Ansu Fati, Ousmane Dembele, and Aguero recover from their injuries. Ronald Koeman sees him as a very good prospect and is confident in his ability to develop, and the coach trusts him a lot. So again, Koeman has put all his faith in Yusuf Demir and not on Ilaix Collado. That's why Collado is very, very likely to leave the club on loan. Now for a player that's caused us a lot of troubles over the past few months. He wants to leave the club this summer, but is finding it difficult to reach an agreement with another club, and that is Miralem Pjanic. Firstly, coming in from Sport, they've come out saying that Fiorentina could be a possible destination for Miralem Pjanic. Sources very close to the player has just confirmed that negotiations are underway to take him to the Florence team. They've also come out saying that Barcelona and Fiorentina will negotiate a loan deal for Miralem Pjanic later on today. The predisposition on the part of the player is good, but he will have to reduce his salary, of course. His departure remains complicated due to his high wages. And then Samuel Marzin and Moises Malorens from ESPN came out with a report on Miralem Pjanic, and they've come out saying that Napoli have become the latest Italian team to inquire about Miralem Pjanic. Juventus and AC Milan have already held talks with the camp. However, a move to Juventus now depends on the exit of Aaron Ramsey, which we already know because they signed Locatelli. Other reports claim that Inter and Fiorentina have also shown interest, and although Pjanic's preferred move is to return to Juventus, a source close to him says he will listen to other offers. So again, Miralem Pjanic is not really making it too difficult for the club. He wants to leave the club this summer. He wants to go out and play. Looking right now, it's going to be a loan with us sharing his salary with another club. The question now is reaching an agreement with the other club on the salary, and of course, Miralem Pjanic will have to reduce his wage before he goes out. That way, the half won't be as bad for Barcelona. We'll wait and see. Time is running out though, only a week left or so in the transfer window, and it's up to Pjanic. He can either agree really quickly and leave, or he'll be stuck in Barcelona making a lot of money but won't play a single minute. Let's now talk about the main man himself, Samuel Umtiti. We've had some pretty bad news about him over the past 24 hours. The news broke that Samuel Umtiti has informed Barcelona that he does not want to leave the club this summer. His departure was always expected to be complicated. He wants to leave for a Champions League club only, and right now his contract ends in June 2023. And Candace Sarah have come out back in that statement saying that Samuel Umtiti does not want to leave the club this summer. Now Barcelona are working on the imminent departures of both Miralem Pjanic and Ilaix Collado. Luis Rojo from Marca came out saying the same thing as well, saying that Samuel Umtiti does not want to leave Barcelona. The club have presented him several options to leave the club this summer, but at the moment the player's idea is to continue at the Camp Nou. Now you might be wondering, Barca boy, can't we just not terminate his contract? Well, that was on the table for Barcelona, but now that has been discarded. Again, coming in from Luis Rojo from Marca, and he's come out saying that Barcelona considered the possibility of terminating Umtiti's contract, but it's legally unfeasible and would have serious consequences. They also offered him the letter of freedom, but he rejected it, as it would mean he had to give up the last 2 years of his contract. So Barcelona do want to terminate his contract, but again, it's just unfeasible with all the lawyer fees, all the fees he's going to have to give to Umtiti if he does win, and he would be the favorite going into court. It just wouldn't make any sense for Barcelona. So We're stuck with Umtiti. We are stuck with Umtiti. This guy does not want to leave the club. He's going to be sitting here earning a lot of money and not playing a single minute, but what can you do? We've tried everything. You know, we told him, like, just leave. We gave you the option in preseason to stay and show us what you've got. You show that you're still you don't want to leave. Barcelona cannot do anything else. It's all on Umtiti. Now, I have to say, every time he comes on the Camp Nou pitch, boo him, whistle him. I don't care. I want him to feel like absolute crap here. That way he just, you know, gets the out of here maybe in January or something. I don't care. This man is just sitting here and earning money. The club that was built on these three players, Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta, all three of these players would stay here and play for free if they could. This guy's coming here just to earn money, not at the Barcelona quality whatsoever, has options to leave, but does not want to leave because he does not want to leave all his money. That's all he thinks about, just money, 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 money. He's Mr. Krabs, you know, so we're stuck with him. We'll see what happens, but I doubt he'll leave the club. He told the club yesterday that he wants to stay at the club, that he will not leave. He has a contract. They can't do anything. They can't terminate it, so we're stuck with him. But we do have some good news coming in on how Barcelona can receive some money from a player sale, but not a Barcelona player sale, a sale from Getafe. Right now, former Barcelona La Masia player Marc Cucurella is set to join Brighton for 18 million euros, which is his release clause, by the way, and Barcelona have a sell-on fee of 10%, which means that from that deal, Barcelona will get 1.8 million. Let's go, cash in, send that straight to the bank. Right now, Romano's saying it's not completely done, but it is in advanced talks right now. Wish Cucurella, by the way, all the best in the Premier League. Now, just to end off this video, we do have some injury updates. Firstly, on Oscar Mingueza coming in from having been Gale from AES, and he came out saying that Oscar Mingueza completed the full training session yesterday and today for the first time since being injured. He will be available for selection for the Getafe fixture on Sunday. Mingueza could get his first minutes of the season, although realistically, the chances of him playing are very low. He returns from a muscular relapse and has not played a game since July the 31st. So Mingueza has been out for about a month or so, and he will be getting the green light on Saturday, but unlikely that he'll play the game. But keep in mind and watch out for that squad list on what number he gets. If he gets Samuel Umtiti's number in 23, maybe Umtiti will leave the club or they'll just freeze him out. But if he gets the number 25, then that means that Big Sam will probably stay. So watch out for his number in that squad list. But Mingueza will be in the squad list for the Getafe match this weekend. Now, there were reports coming out yesterday from Mundo Deportivo saying that Depay celebrated his goal against Bilbao while holding his right ankle. Shortly after the goal, his ankle was hurting again in the play. Barcelona have not communicated anything that he is injured, but he does definitely have some discomfort. And also yesterday, it broke from having Miguel that Dest, De Jong, and Memphis did not train with the first team. He came out saying that Dest, Memphis, and De Jong did not train today, but there's no concern. It was just a post-game recovery session for the players with knocks and those who wish to have a bath or massage. So they should be okay. Just a little niggle here and there for them three. Should be back in training later on today. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know is about Samuel Umtiti. Firstly, do you think he'll leave the club or not, even though he told the club that he wants to stay? Secondly, on Collado, would you loan him or keep him until January? On Neto, would you set a lower fee than 15 million euros? And lastly, on Pjanic, do you believe that he'll leave the club this summer or not? And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.
Yeah.